Julia realizes she's been tricked and aims her rifle at Peter. Thankfully, Peter wore a bulletproof vest like escape. Peter realizes other friends are looking. It's too dangerous. So Peter instantly turns into Rocket Girl, aiming at Julia's hiding watchtower. Unexpectedly, the explosion triggers the minefield countdown early, spooking the convoy to fire ahead of time. Peter's assassination plan goes up in smoke, and back at the office, she hands the debris to the office beauty hacker, hoping it's not just a snack. After scanning, the hacker finds Julia's company has the same address. What a coincidence. This sends a chill down Peter's spine, and back at the office, Julia watches the footage, shocked to find the male assassin looks just like her husband Peter. That night, the two of them are on the edge of revealing their sexiest secrets, like performing an intense duet. Are you okay? I miss you. Me too. Like a tear-jerking film. Although they are talking a big game about don't touch me, the moment Julia turns, Peter can't resist pouring a drink, then quickly sits up. Cautious Peter hides a knife, only to find Julia has a bigger one, scaring him into cutting the meat. Just as he's not finished cutting, Julia pulls out another long knife from her waist to talk about the kitchen Jedi. Julia's steak is a true test of Peter's taste buds. He's on the verge of collapse and ultimately surrenders to the gluten. To change the tide of the battle, Peter decides to fight back, filling Julia's glass with red wine, then quickly tosses the bottle out. This instinctive move confirms Peter's suspicion. Julia reacts quickly, but it's still too late. I'll get you. He dashes for a gun, but Julia speeds away. What a twist. Peter wants to confront her, but it's too late, so he frantically chases after her, feeling the pressure. He hops through neighbors' yards, but accidentally gets lost, and to make it worse, the bullet ends up hitting Julia's windshield. This sends conflicted Julia into a frenzy, flooring it at confused Peter. Yet, Peter desperately tries to explain himself, but an enraged Julia doesn't plan to give him a chance. So, Peter jumps through the window, but the next second, Julia bravely jumps out. What a move. With nowhere to go, Peter turns to colleague Eddie for comfort, feeling like he's hit rock bottom. The sudden truth leaves her sleepless that night, while Julia experiences the same, drowning her sorrows in too much booze. The next day, Julia and her crew conduct a full-scale search of the house, determined not to let her secrets slip away. When Peter returns, he finds the secret stash empty by Julia, infuriated, ready to swear at the air. Since Julia takes the first shot, Peter needs to gear up for a counterattack, sneaking into Julia's office building like she's 7. Little did she know, the warning system instantly captures her movements. Those cameras are like sniper vigilantes. Julia must order her team to destroy all vital documents. By the time Peter crashes in, it's too late. She sees Julia has rigged a nail gun to escape to the next building, and Peter can only watch helplessly, unable to fire a shot. But then she notices a partially burned paper revealing Julie's backup hideout, a grin creeping onto her face. So, Peter disguises herself as a construction engineer, trying to sneak up to the top of the building, but the elevator gets stuck in the middle. Julia, as she watches the footage, can't help but break into a satisfied smile, appearing as though she has completely mastered Peter's tricks and got him wrapped around her finger. Peter stays tough, not realizing she's now a caged bird, and Julia can't believe someone actually dares to hit the bomb button. Julia rushes out of the command vehicle on site, but it's already settled. Bad luck. That night, Julia shows up solo at the hotel where Peter proposed to her, tears streaming down her face, so touching. Just then, a familiar pair of hands fails her glass, and the sadness Julia felt disappears in an instant. Like it turns out, Peter had foreseen this, using tech to merge the explosion footage with another elevator. Since Peter is safe, the game continues, and Peter invites Julia to join her in a dance. Such a twist. They start a new round of testing each other, with Peter just disarming Julia's throwing knife from her thigh. Julia immediately reciprocates, disarming Peter, leading to deep chat about failed marriage like therapy. Peter scolds Julia for using marriage as a cover, while Julia claims she's been trying to escape herself. Suddenly, Julia darts off, leaving John, heading to the bathroom on the 2nd floor, while John gets a sinking feeling. Just as Peter prepares to head upstairs, Julia has already blended into the crowd, leaving smoothly talk about disappearing act. Just as Peter dares to peek outside, an old man tells her he heard a ticking sound. Hearts race. In a flash, Peter throws his coat in the bin, only to see flames burst out next. Clearly, Julia is really trying to eliminate herself, and Peter, burning with anger, hops into a car and speeds home, a thrilling chase. She then calls Julia, telling her to come home and settle everything like a deadly duel announcement. But after cooling down, Peter calls Julia again, confessing he never saw her as a cover, just genuinely liked her. Such heartfelt honesty. Julia still rolls her eyes, calling Peter the most handsome guy she's seen, and the tension for their final showdown rises. Suddenly, wouldn't you know it, Julia's car plows right into Peter's, cornering her into a predicament. If you enjoyed this video, remember to hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss out on any excitement. We've got more laughs headed your way.